So, welcome, good morning. As I thought about what I might want to say to you here today, I kept thinking about the message of a poem that the special education department at McNeil has printed on their shirts for the faculty. So in anticipation of all that we will encounter this year, I'd like to share that with you. And it's entitled Key Makers. Some people see a closed door and turn away. Others see a closed door, try the knob. If it doesn't open, they turn away. Still others see a closed door, try the knob. If it doesn't open, they find a key. If the key doesn't fit, they turn away. A rare few cases see a closed door, try the knob. If it doesn't open, they find a key. If the key doesn't fit, they make one. Good teachers are key makers. They know how to adapt to meet kids' needs while holding them to a high standard. I'm fortunate that my mother is the most influential key maker in my life, as an educator and as an individual. As the daughter of a British literature teacher, my nursery rhymes included things like double, double, toil and trouble. And we acted out scenes from Beowulf for creative play. With my own children, they had to decide who would be Beowulf and who would be Grendel. They didn't know about Mary Had a Little Lamb. She taught me to embrace literature, that it was okay to have a flair for the dramatic, and that showing emotion is not a sign of weakness. Thank goodness. All of which have served me well as a teacher. My mother inspired me to teach. She combined her love of literature and young people. And the most fundamental lesson that I learned from her is that building relationships with kids is the key to success in the classroom. I watched her instill passion, encourage reluctant learners, and counsel crying students. She taught me that this is not always an easy journey, but it's a worthwhile journey. And I'm so thankful to you, Mom. She's here. Last spring, I heard Dr. Flores refer to Round Rock as a destination district. And really, as I was preparing, I had no idea that you guys were going to talk about that today. But I thought about it, and I love the description. And I think that a reason that we are such a district is because of the investment that teachers have in their students as individuals. Key makers understand that learning includes taking risks and being comfortable with failure, and that forming bonds is necessary to learn from those failures. I appreciate that we have a school board and a central administration that is kid-centered. I appreciate organizations like the Northwest Austin Rotary and Partners in Education, who give so generously in support of our endeavors so that we can be so successful. So thank you. They do so much for us. So I am, again, kind of going off script here. I came in here today, and the energy is amazing. I look up at the big screen, I get teary. Emotion is not weakness. And even after 23 years, as I start my 24th year, I'm filled with such pride that my entire career has been in this district. I've had the benefit of gifted educators guide me and my own children. The list is far too long to acknowledge them individually. You would all be ready to go home. But I hope that I've conveyed my gratitude over the years to all of you who've made such an impact in my life and in the lives of my children. Colleagues and friends have taught me the value of believing that kids can take ownership of their own learning. I've learned from those colleagues how to set high expectations, how to push when needed, and how to guide students when they don't always make the best decisions. One of the great things about McNeil, which I believe is indicative of the district, is administrators who empower teachers with flexibility, freedom, and trust. Teachers, staff, and administrators in Round Rock work as a cohesive team. A testament to our success and the culture that we've created in educating, nurturing, and encouraging young people is the number of Round Rock ISD graduates who return to teach in this district and who continue the standard of excellence and the tradition of being extraordinary key makers. If you are a product of this district, will you stand up and let us acknowledge you? Woo! I see lots of my own babies. As I walked in, Danielle was standing there, and I get to hug her and kiss her. There she is. We know that this is a tough job, that in a single day we can experience joy, frustration, sorrow, and pride. We're faced with struggles that may seem insurmountable, so we have to remember to support each other. Too many strong teachers leave this profession. We have to work to retain those who love what they do and who are invested in young people. We need to provide mentors who understand and still experience the same frustrations that new or struggling teachers experience, and we have to reassure them that this is a noble profession and worthy of our dedication. So after being in the district this long, I had the opportunity to read a Facebook thread, and this summer the class of '95 celebrated their 20-year reunion. And they started a thread on Facebook in response to a question posed by a classmate. The question was, who was your most memorable teacher and why? The responses represent what generations of young people appreciate and what has been mentioned here already so many times today. They admire teachers who do not see one ideal version of a student. The responses they gave referenced coaches and fine arts teachers who not only taught their craft, but pushed them to do well in life and set admirable goals for themselves in life. They talked about teachers from all disciplines who had high expectations and taught them to be confident, caring, and inquisitive. My favorite response was in reference to someone incredibly important to this district and who helped mold countless teachers and students, and for whom our library at McNeil is named. Jinx Lacey. The quote was, "I love Miss Lacey. She made me feel normal, and she taught me to embrace my love for humanity. What a gift." I was reminded that the seemingly insignificant remark activity, or discussion that we have with our students may resonate in ways that we may never know, and that we are entrusted with a lofty and rewarding responsibility. I'm so blessed to be part of this district, to start year 24 here. I love and appreciate my McNeil family. Where else do you get to have your first day of staff development playing human, hungry hippos? And I'm thankful for my extended Round Rock ISD family. And I'm thankful to share a love of learning and educating with all of you. Have an incredible year.
Thank you. Got some flowers for Linda from
Love you.
Principal Courtney Acosta. Let's give one more huge round of applause for our secondary teacher of the year, Linda Hengst.
Oh, God.
You too.